What is going on? It's time for a Renee Report. Yay! I'm Renee, and if you love entertainment news and gossip, especially like celebrity couple gossip, and you like to know what to watch, streaming on Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, Bravo, Sling, Amazon Prime, or Amazon, whatever, Peacock. There's so many, but I mainly watch Netflix, Hulu, and Sling TV, and Disney Plus. So you want ideas? This is your video. Get ready to watch. I'm Renee. If you watched my past Renee Report video, I did say I was going to come out with a Renee Report every week, like I did for the longest time, and then every other week do a movie review. It's turning out I'm just doing one thing a week. Either it's a Renee Report or a movie review. So just bear with me. I mean, you're going to get something once a week. So if you love me and you follow me and you think I do a great job, you're going to get something once a week. So today it's a Renee Report. I do want to do a movie review of the movie on Netflix. It's called Gunsmoke Milkshake. Pretty sure that's the name. And it looks really good. I started watching it and I haven't finished it. So that's why I would probably do a review this week, or at least film a review this week, but probably will be next week. And I did do a review, not a review, it was more like a 2-minute why you should watch the Fear Street trilogy on Netflix. I'm thinking of redoing it, but it's kind of hard to review like 3 movies by yourself. Like I find when you're just reviewing one movie, it's good when you're just one person, but 3 or 2 or more movies, you need someone else. So I may redo that review and bring in a surprise guest. So we'll see. Stay tuned. I can't promise you anything because I always don't keep up on my promise. Well, I never promise, but I don't keep up with what I'm saying. So anyways, this report, I only have 2 big entertainment stories because one of them is really exciting and I've already talked about it, but more stuff has happened. So more of like an add-on story. Anyways, Rachel Zoe. Do you know who she is? She's a well-known stylist. She's styled so many people. Jennifer Lawrence, Molly Sims, so many other actresses. And she used to have a show on the Bravo network called The Rachel Zoe Project, something like that. And Brad, oh my gosh, I forget his last name. I follow him on Instagram. He does a lot of he's a stylist too. He was so if you watch the Rachel Zoe Project, the show, you know who Brad is. He's really well known now. He does do a lot of styling and he's on the E! Network a lot. And he's really social on Instagram. I actually commented on one of his videos and he wrote back. So he's a really humble guy. I liked him on the Rachel Zoe Project. I liked Rachel Zoe. I still like her, but apparently they have a feud going on. And she didn't go into detail. She was on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen last week. And someone asked a question about Brad and she's like, he wasn't professional, or it was a professional thing and that's what caused a fallout. And I'm just like, I love Brad. I think my thing with this story is I love Brad so much. I think he's really good on TV. He's good on social media. He is a good stylist. So what happened to where Rachel's like, I'm done with him? I just kind of want to know what happened. Maybe he'll see this and he'll write me and tell me. I don't know. I don't think he follows me. But anyways, that's the drama. If you know Rachel Zoe and you're into stylists and everything, then that story was all for you. Next story, really big. It's official. Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez made their relationship Instagram official over this past weekend, celebrating her 52nd birthday in Saint-Tropez on a yacht. So I am all for this. I mentioned this before. I loved them together 17 years ago because I had a huge crush on Ben Affleck, and like Jennifer Lopez was like my idol. She still is. I mean, she's 52 and rocking it. I hope I'm remotely like that when I'm 52. So when they got together, it was like 2 of my, I don't know. It's just like the best thing ever. So now that they're back together, I'm so about it, but they haven't posted on social media yet. Well, this is what happened. Leah Remini had a birthday. So Leah Remini, you know, King and Queen, she was the wife. She's really good friends with Jennifer Lopez in real life. Like, they're really good friends. And she had a birthday celebration a month ago, and she posted pictures from that birthday last week. And there was a picture of J-Lo, Ben, and Leah. And it was a cute picture. It was like, you know, a photo booth picture. So I think that irked J-Lo to be like, well, I'm going to put this Instagram official. So for her 52nd birthday, there's a gorgeous picture of her and Ben like kissing. And then they recreated the Jenny on the Block video of the part where they're on a boat and he's like rubbing her butt. They recreated that. So some entertainment reporters are saying this is all a publicity stunt for them to be relevant. Like, people want to see them together, so they're redoing like their J-Lo or Jenny from the Block video. But I am all for it. I love it. I mean, how old was I 17 years ago? Like 19, 18, 19, 20, I don't know. I don't know how old I am now. I don't want to admit how old I am. Anyway, so I am living for this. The late teen, early 20 Renee is all for this. I'm loving it. I just hope they get married. Like, don't get engaged. Like, I'm going to be so disappointed if they get engaged. Like, you've already been together. You've, you know, broken up. You married other people, had kids with other people. Obviously, you found your way back to each other. Just get married. I mean, maybe they got married this weekend. We don't even know yet. I hope so. I just hope they just get married. So I'm all about them. I will forever talk about it. Even when I'm on the radio, I have a J-Lo, a Bennifer news update like every other day. So yeah, I'm not tired of them, and I love the pictures. And I follow her on Instagram, and she's like, she loves them. Her skin routine, and Ben is like what makes up her social media right now. And I love it. Anyways, on to what to watch. Like I mentioned earlier, I am going to do a movie review of, I was going to say a movie review of the movie Gunsmoke Milkshake, because it's really good. So far, I just saw like the first 15 minutes of it. So that's coming out next week, maybe this week. I'm not going to make any promises of what I have coming out. Just expect something every week. Whether it's a review, a Renee report, just, you know, like and follow, subscribe, whatever. I want the attention, so I'm going to put out something once a week, even if it's like a dumb video. I'm just going to do it. I don't care. Anyways, what to watch besides Gunsmoke Milkshake, which I haven't actually finished watching. All the reality shows are so good right now. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I think that's the one reality show everyone should be watching, because Erica Girardi, however you like to refer to her divorce, like when all that stuff came out in November, December of 2020, we see her reaction and the reaction of all the ladies, and they go and she puts it all out there, which it's not something Erica normally does. So I'm like, is she being phony? I don't know. I don't think so. I like Erica, but yeah, I'm all about like the breakup of her and Tom. So that's a good show to watch right now. Below Deck, Mediterranean. Crazy season right now. I know I love my reality shows. I love my Bravo shows. Bravo is my channel. Love it. But Below Deck Mediterranean, that's with the female captain, Captain Sandy. It's just like it's a show. It's just a mess, and I love this season. So that's what I've been watching. And I also want to finish the Netflix original series, Sex Life, which I only am on episode 4, and I think I mentioned this in another Renee report or an Insta video, I'm not really sure, but I try with like anytime there's a character who's a mom who's married, I really try to empathize. Oh, I liked how my hair was the other way. Let's keep it like that, right? It's a little better. I don't know, maybe it doesn't. I always try to empathize with that character, and I just don't empathize with the main character, Billy, so it's really hard for me to finish the show. But I heard the ending's really good, and I was trying to read up what's going to happen, but I can't find anything, so I have to watch that. And I forgot to mention this. I haven't even talked about this. So I'm a huge fan of American Horror Story. I never really finished the first one. I liked the second season, which was Asylum. And it's a creepy, scary, it's very sexual, but I love American Horror Story. So then I heard about American Horror Stories, which is a spin-off of American Horror Story, which is produced and made up from Brad Falchuk and Ryan Murphy. Both, by the way, they're the guys that created Glee. Like, they're very crazy talented. Like, who they work with to make up these stories, I'm like, ugh. Like, they're just, I don't know where they think of this. Anyways, American Horror Stories is a spin-off. It's not American Horror Story, because I thought it was American Horror Story. It is not. The new season of American Horror Story is going to premiere next month. So if you have Hulu, even the minimal subscription, you can watch these shows. But American Horror Story Season 10, double features, premiering next month. But American Horror Stories is on right now. There's an episode out every week, and they're different stories. Except for the first 2 episodes, it was the same story. But last week it was Drive-In. This week it's something new. I just started watching it this weekend. So good. Because with American Horror Story, the actual series, not stories, there's one storyline they're following, and by the end, you figure out everything. I like when we get the conclusion right after one story, so I like that. It's really good. If you're bored, watch it. They're not too scary, they're just more creepy, but it's good. So anyways, it's a pretty long Renee report. I've had really short ones last few times, but thanks for watching. Hope everyone has a great rest of your week. Stay hydrated and be happy.